Hey guys, so welcome to my bathroom today. We are just doing this is not even a makeup tutorial. I'm not great at makeup. I don't wear it very much and I do feel like doing up my eyes today. So I'm gonna show you one of my favorite, this is more of a going out at night look. So here we go. First, I like to use ooh, no, that's not gonna focus. I like to use Urban Decay Primer first. So we're gonna have a chat throughout this. Let's just talk about, how's quarantine going, how our class is going. It's been, there are really good days and there are really bad days, or not even days, but moments, and those moments can fluctuate throughout each day. They can change on a daily basis. 1 hour I'm feeling this way, another hour I'm feeling this way. But let me tell you, I just went on a walk outside. I did not walk this morning. I usually walk 2 miles with my little doggo, and that usually helps to get me going for the day, but it was raining, so I waited until the afternoon, and maybe I shouldn't have, because not getting that walk in the morning, not getting fresh air, I was getting in my head. And I think we're all getting in our heads a lot during this time. Now, getting in your head is not always a bad thing. I don't think it's always a bad thing. It's good to do some introspection. It's good to do some personal reflection and have quiet time. I consider myself an introvert, so I need alone, quiet time definitely to survive. This always happens. What do I do next? I'm forgetting. So it looks pretty weird right now. I always freak myself out. I'm like, I'm not liking how this is going, but don't worry, we've got big plans. Big plans here. Should I do my... No, I'm not ready for eyeliner. Next, I have not been telling you the products, but I just put a metallic gold on, or brown. Did you know brown is actually dark orange and there's no wavelength for the color brown? I just learned that on TikTok the other day. Alright, so now there's a lot more shimmer on there. It brightens it up, and I have eyeshadow on my fingies. Alright, nice makeup wipe. I use this as I do my makeup because I do a lot of cleaning up as I go. Alright, now I do the inner corner. That has always been my favorite of the makeup routine, is the inner corner. It changes everything. Everything. Oh yeah, I do use my fingers basically for everything. Everything. I've said that like 5 times. That's just, I have makeup brushes look beautiful, but I feel like they don't do a great job, and I trust my fingers more. Yeah, I could go ahead, curl my eyelashes. I usually curl my eyelashes in the morning just to look more awake, feel more awake. Come on. Okay, there we go. Here's a random question. What is your favorite planet? Mine is Saturn. I love Saturn. So today I had 2 classes, and this was actually my last day of class for spring semester. I had social psychology. We finished learning about prejudice. That was fun. And then I had literature. It's a class that's specifically about non-Western literature, so everything Taoism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and then Middle East stuff too. This takes a lot of focus. It's actually coming out pretty well. I've been told that for my eye shape, I should have wings that go up. Help me fly away. Oh God. I think that's about... we'll leave it for there. We can always go back to that side. This side needs some attention. So yeah, today was my last day of class. I can't believe it. And then I have like 3 finals next week, and then they go till the week after also. And then I have like a week off. Then I start summer classes. Oh no. That's not good. That came out way too thick. So again, just gonna take this, kind of swipe down, not swipe, wipe it. Oh, this eye is not cooperating as much. Oh boy, yep, she coming out thick. Oh. Alright, see, this eye was a piece of cake, this eye. Making me work for it. So, quarantine. We have been in it for at least a month, most of us. A lot of people are having a hard time complaining, in the sense that they feel really bad complaining when we are perfectly healthy and inside. If you are someone who is just inside at home, whether that's doing classes or continuing your job and you still have a job and you're not sick and no one that you know is sick, like, you feel like you can't complain. And then you judge yourself for complaining or feeling the need to complain. I don't know if complaining is the problem. I think that judging yourself for being negative and not being kind with yourself and not forgiving yourself, that is the main issue. And for some reason, it's really hard to practice self-forgiveness and self-compassion right now. I think there's a lot of weird energy going on. There's a lot of fear in the air and sadness and also frustration and aggression. I'm gonna have to make this side bigger. So with all of these different energies, it's a lot to take in. And you might ask yourself, well, no one is in big groups around each other. How are we picking up each other's emotions if we're all isolated? But here's the thing. We're a lot more interconnected than we're taught in school, in Western society. We're a lot more connected spiritually. And when one side of the globe is going through crisis, it affects things on the other side too. Unless you completely cut yourself off from the news and your friends and people who are living in a first world country, then you're being affected by this. For the people who are home and safe and just quarantining, it's important for us to stay grounded. And when I say that, I don't mean, cut the complaining, cut the negativity. That means let your negativity out. Let it, let yourself cry, let yourself get it out. I've been crying almost every day. Sometimes I'm like, man, not again. But I need it to stay sane. That is how I process things. And whatever way that you process things, where it makes you feel better, in a healthy way, like, do that. Do that for yourself. Take that time to journal, take that time to play video games, take that time to do something fun, to try something you've always wanted to try, and I am leaving my eyeliner like this. So that was the hardest step. And now just mascara. Mascara, as the British would say. I use Clinique. Gang gang. Alright. We're in the home stretch. Who knows when this will all be over? Something I heard on a podcast by, actually I'll tell you what it is. Podcast by Katie Bellotti. It is called Thick and Thin. She talked about why this is so hard for us. Why is it hard for us to stay at home and be under quarantine? Because there's no deadline. There's no end date for coronavirus as of right now. There's no official date that we can all look forward to. It could be in July, it could be in October, it could be January of 2021. And no one really knows. And we're used to deadlines, especially if you are in classes, university, or if you have a job where you have strict deadlines and, you know, you have to meet them. And yeah, we're very used to things being on a calendar. That is how we are structured as a society. This is getting deep. We're talking about structure in society. Oh yeah, I like to pluck around in my eyelashes and unclump them. My fingers are clean, by the way. I washed my hands right before this. How are we looking? I think we're almost done. And that is gonna be the finished look right here. Thanks for talking with me. Leave some comments below about honestly anything. And I will see you guys tomorrow.